Welcome back. Well, coming up, the Garden Club is going to be having a meeting on Wednesday, June 28th, and it's going to be entitled Hummingbird Nest Story, and they're going to have a guest person there talking all about it. Today we have Vivian Marr and Ann Jenkinson. Hi, Vivian. Good to see you again. Ann, good to see you again.
Good to see you too.
So, you know, hummingbirds are, we were just talking about it, are one of those type of indicators in a way. You want some hummingbirds around because just like bees, they pollinate, and they're they're neat to look at. And as I said, they're kind of one of those indicators, like bees. Mm-hmm. You know, you want them around. If they kind of disappear when you used to have them, mm-hmm. kind of wonder what's going on. So your guest speaker is actually a nature photographer, Kim Michaels, right?
Yes.
That's right.
She calls herself Nature's Goodwill Ambassador.
Yeah. And it's fun to watch hummingbirds. I was telling them right before we came on. This year I haven't seen them yet, but over the years, sometimes in our yard, we'll get quite a few. And it's neat to watch them, and the sun reflects the iridescent colors, and you know, it's
and
really
they're very
neat.
feisty little things.
They are.
Oh
yeah.
They fight and tear each other up and
they do
chase each other around.
They're very territorial.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the Chihuahua of.
Yeah, they are.
Am I right?
And I own a Chihuahua, so.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Same kind of temperament.
Yeah, a little bit. Mine
Yeah.
is pretty placid now in her old age, but yes, they're very similar.
Yeah. So this should be fun. Now, is she going to be bringing a slideshow?
Yes, I think it's a combination. She calls it multimedia.
Okay.
So
Very good.
yeah.
Yeah, that's really neat. Now, what Vivian was telling me before we went on, the Garden Club is growing, and in fact, on some of your meetings, you get several dozen guests coming in.
Yes. Last month we had a speaker on orchids, and we had 50 guests, and we actually paid for our speaker's fee with our guest
That's
fees.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, are the people that are part of the club in general, do they have garden plots or maybe just a home little garden out in their patio or all kinds of things?
Well, we're different from the Garden Centers Club.
Right,
which
because
are
I
the
know
people
there's a
that own
Garden
the
Center
plots.
Club, yeah.
We tend to emphasize things that you can grow on your patio, your balcony, or in the area right outside
Okay.
your manor, as opposed to going away for gardening.
Okay.
The Garden Centers Club is more farm-like. They grow vegetables and things. Most of us have to grow things in large containers, or we can plant flowers and things on our patios or around our manor. I have a number of lemon trees around the manor that I bought.
Yeah, and you can keep those in containers if they're the dwarf ones. And I know also what you folks do is you often take little field trips. You've gone up to, for instance, up the Sherman Gardens and things like that,
Yes,
and
in fact,
other areas as well, right?
The director of Sherman Gardens spoke at one of our club meetings recently about pollinators, and it was very, very interesting. And he also gave us a history of Sherman Gardens. I think at some point we will have that as one of the tours and trips that we go to, which we do about 3 or 4 times a year.
Yeah, it's a fun place. It is
We
really
plan
nice.
to have at least 4 trips next year, so we have a good team planning our trips.
That's good. Do you have any coming up for the summer?
No, but we recently went to Huntington Gardens
Okay.
to view the Japanese gardens there.
Oh, that's
Docent
nice.
toured. And then we also had a group that went out to, was it Rancho Mirage, to see the Annenberg estate, which is called Sunnyland.
Wow.
And that was apparently really, really interesting. That's a very limited area. You have to go out on a tour. Individuals can't just stop
Oh, I
by.
didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I bet
So,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was a very interesting tour.
Yeah,
So-
we're only limited by the manpower to plan our trips.
Right. That's
So we're
true.
always looking for people to join us and participate. The
So-
gal that,
Oh, go ahead.
Kim, who's coming tomorrow, actually watched these birds for several weeks. She was on a bike trail apparently when she
Oh, really?
saw them, and she saw some males who were kind of preening and fighting and carrying on, and so she decided to set up a camera. And apparently that ended up to be something like 300 videos and 5,000 photographs
Wow.
over a 6-week period or more that she photographed this hummingbird and watched them from the time they built their nests to the time they fed the babies and hatched the eggs and fledged
That's
them.
amazing. And there was an article in the Register that you sent me.
Yes, and it tells all about her. She has a website too that you can go to. You really only just have to Google her name and.
Now let me ask you that she lives in the area, so where was this trail or where was this
I don't
area?
know exactly.
Okay.
Laguna Niguel.
Oh, it was
what-
Laguna
Laguna
Niguel.
Niguel.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's fairly local, Orange County, and she made this a big project. She just got intrigued.
Yeah.
And
Have you seen many hummingbirds yet this year? Because I
have, and I
You
have a feeder out. I just put a
Okay.
feeder out again. They go after it, and they empty that thing really fast.
Oh, I know. I've
Yeah.
put feeders out, and by the end of the day, it's done. And you were suggesting to me, if you put it in the bright sunlight, of course, they can get moldy and all that. And maybe if you have an area, if you got a large tree or something nearby where kind of dappled sunlight, that would really
Exactly.
be the best
I
place
think
to
they
put
prefer
it.
that,
Which I don't, but
especially in this hot 90-degree weather
know.
we've been having.
yeah,
So-
exactly. But you can attract a lot and have fun with it, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to enjoy hummingbirds, watching hummingbirds and having a feeder. But the nest construction was really interesting, and the hummingbird uses spider webs to bind the material
Really?
together, and that allows the nest to expand as the chicks grow.
Wow.
Yes.
That is really intriguing. I didn't know that at all. And of course, the nests, we're talking, they're like,
They said
Yeah,
silver
like this
dollar size.
yeah,
And the eggs are like little Tic Tacs. They're so small.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they hatch within about 10 days, 13 days, and then I guess they're ready to roll about 10 days after that.
Yeah.
And the mother will kind of nip them a little bit and push them out, but they get exhausted right away. But usually they can fledge and fly pretty quickly once they're ready to go.
Wow.
The chicks do some calisthenics, though,
Yes.
getting ready for flight.
Oh, they do?
They
Yeah.
flap their wings, and I guess there's some sort of a covering on the feathers, and they remove that covering, and then the mother tells them when it's time to get out.
yeah, yeah, go out and make your own way, right?
Apparently she sticks with them and takes them farther and farther away for about a week, and then they're on their own.
Yeah.
So
Well, this should be
We're
a fun
really
event.
looking forward to
Anyone can go, right? It's members are free, $3 for guests at the door, and this
That's
is
right.
coming up at Clubhouse 1 this Wednesday at 2 o'clock, right?
that's right.
That's right.
And everybody is welcome to join in. And also, if you want to get more information, you can go online. If you go to the just our web pages here and look for the Garden Club, and right there, click on that, you'll see all kinds of information. That's why I got the flyer. So
This could be a good event for elementary school age children.
Yeah.
If you have grandkids and you wonder what to do with them that day, this could be a very interesting event
yeah, it should
for
be a
them.
lot of fun.
And there's
Yeah.
no guest fee for the children.
That's
Yeah, definitely. Well, check that out and check out the Garden Club. Thank you, Vivian.
Oh,
Ann.
thank
you
you,
very
Ken.
much for coming
Thank
on
you.
today.
Thank you for having
and,
us.
you're always invited to come on, and we'll talk about gardens and
All right, thank you so much.
container gardening and all kinds of fun stuff.
Well, enjoy the hot weather today.
Yeah, it's going to get cooler, hopefully. All right, we'll be right back. We're going to bring you a short video on the making of the film that is coming up today, John Wick. We'll be back. I have both.